After 310 of My Hero Academia, we now learn that Deku can also access, or could possibly access, the quirks of the second and third users of One For All. But if you're like me, you don't know what quirk he could possibly have. We don't know the quirks of the second and third One For All users. But today, I'll be speculating and theorizing what the quirk could be for the second and third One For All users. But what is up, guys? The Red Cloak here. Today I'll be speculating what will be Deku's next two quirks, and today in this video I will be using facts and evidence on what I think these quirks could be. If you are new to the channel, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell notification so you stay notified whenever I upload. I always do My Academia and Black Clover content, so stay tuned for the channel if you like what you see. But without further ado, let's get into this theory on Deku's new quirks and how Deku can possibly achieve it and what they could possibly be. Now, all of us already know that the second and third One For All users have finally accepted Deku, even though they questioned his motives on wanting to try and save Shigaraki. That is for another video, since we don't want to talk about how quickly they change, but right now we need to talk about their quirks. Now, we have to get into the second One For All user later, because I think I have a good theory on why his quirk is the way it is and who he could possibly be. So right now, let's get into the third One For All user. Now, speculating about the third One For All user's quirk is very, very weird. We don't know what their quirks are, but we do have some little hints. Now, look at the third One For All user. He has some turbo boost on his elbows and shoulders. Now, who else has some turbo boost? Tenya Ida does. Now, is it just me throwing a ball in the water and just saying that this guy is related to Tenya Ida? Yes, but he could possibly be related, a descendant, or anyone. Right now, how will Deku access this quirk? Because we know in the end of chapter 310, they said that things are going to progressively move even faster. We don't know if this was a metaphor to the third One For All user's quirk, or we don't know if they actually meant it, saying that, yo, we need to go faster and faster to get even better. Now, we could just wake up and say, yeah, this is a coincidence. This could just mean anything. Like, they're just going to speed up their process, but I do think Horikoshi is hinting to one of their quirks, and I do not think it's possibly the second One For All user. I think it's the third. Remember the person we thought that was Kirishima? No, I think this guy is probably a Ida, or probably somebody related to Ida. Now, you may say, how will Deku try to access this speed quirk, or try to access this quote-unquote speed quirk? I think he will definitely try to track down Ida and find him and tell him to train him, because Deku definitely is going to need training if he's going to use the speed quirk, because he has not had any relation to using speed quirks since, you know, Ida's the only one that he knows has one. Now, we know what Ida did in the Paranormal Liberation War arc. He was doing work. He saved Bakugo. He was fighting near Hayanomus, which again, Mirio even said he thought that they were above or at the same level as the Hayanomu that fought Endeavor, which again I think is cap. Most of these Vestiges quirks have relations to Deku's friends in Class 1A. Black Whip being like Sero's tape or Froppy's tongue, and with Float being like Uraraka. And Danger Sense, we don't know any relationship, but with this speed quirk, it could be related to Ida, somebody who's been there since day one for Deku, well, day one in his classroom days in Class 1A. Hopefully Horikoshi actually makes Deku actually earn the quirk and actually work hard to master the quirk, because giving it to him would just be a freebie and would be an excuse. I'm gonna be real. He definitely needs to train with somebody who definitely has experience, which is somebody like Ida. Deku only had Danger Sense for a month, and he's already a pro at it. He's doing very well, and he's used it against Muscular, and basically kind of wrecked him. It would definitely be weird if this guy did not have a speed quirk just like Ida, since the turbos are not there just for show. The turbos either are for his legs, or either are for his hands, or for his whole body, so he can boost himself up. Now, let's get into the second One For All user, which is the guy that looks like Bakugo, but I will clear it up right now. Now, for the second user. Now, this guy is not Bakugo. In my opinion, it's not. Because Bakugo would definitely see Deku as a worthy successor to One For All, and he'd definitely try to help him and stick out for him. Because this is Bakugo, an older Bakugo, a mature Bakugo, who definitely knows Deku's value. You check out Herovation's channel and his video on the second user being related to Bakugo, but they're not actually the same people. So it's going to be on the top right hand corner, and you guys should go check it out. But I do think it's undeniably clear these guys look alike. There is some sort of connection. They may not be the same people, but they are connected somehow, maybe descendants, and I do think that is the case. Even though this guy does directly look like Bakugo, but with a scar, they are definitely descendants. And with the gauntlets, it's undeniably clear that this guy must have an explosion quirk, just like Bakugo. Koshi's going with the trend of these guys having the same quirks or similar quirks to people in Class 1A, like I said, Black Whip or Cero's tape, and etc, etc. Even though Danger Sense, in my opinion, doesn't really have a connection to anyone, but it definitely has a connection to somebody in comics, which is Spider-Man. Now, we haven't seen Bakugo in a grip. Ever since Deku got that hospital, he has not come out. He has not come out in this series, and we don't know when he's coming back. People actually think that Horikoshi just killed him off and he's never coming back. He's not going to be important. But I do think Deku having to master this explosion quirk, or maybe a mastered explosion quirk, he definitely going to need to find Bakugo. And this would make into great dialogue between Deku and Bakugo. And if the second user is willing to help Deku, which he's definitely going to be, he is going to tell Deku, hey look, you should go to your friend Bakugo since he technically has the same quirk as me. And he may tell the story of how these guys are descendants of Bakugo. Well, only the second user, not all the rest of the One For All users. If Deku and All Might decide to keep on going and try to go find Bakugo, how would Bakugo react? Because Bakugo got the same letter as everyone else. Maybe he's still searching for Deku, but still, Deku is definitely going to know that Bakugo's going to feel some type of way that Deku left, because Bakugo felt like he was not involved. He's definitely going to feel that way. And this could add to some tension, but I do think Bakugo later on is going to help out Deku master this quirk, give him more relevance to the story, and definitely he could possibly come with these guys when they're trying to take down the League of Villains. Now, we know that All Might, Deku, the big three heroes, and possibly even Edgeshot could possibly take down these prisoners, but by themselves, nah. I think they need more help. Somebody like Shoto, Bakugo, Ida, Tokoyami, anyone from Class 1A, or even the strongest heroes across the world to take down these villains before they take over Japan, and maybe they decide to take over the rest of the world. Now, the second and third users' quirks, again, they are going to be needed, and if they don't help, it's basically game over for the rest of Japan, and for Deku, and for the One For All users. But right now, Deku definitely needs to go back and go find Ida and Bakugo if this theory is correct. But this is actually just a theory, a My Hero Academia theory. And hope you guys did enjoy this video. Tell me what you think about it in the comments down below, and tell me what your thoughts about this video are. If you have any more theories about this subject or this topic, comment it down below. And if you have other theories, comment it down below, and I'll probably be covering it very soon. Now remember guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, always stay notified whenever I upload, and this will be the end of the video. It has been the Red Cloak. I'm gonna head up out of here guys. Peace out, and I'm out guys. Peace. Have a great rest of the day and stay safe.